Ni hao Billy Billy. Were she Gabba Base TV. Napasha booming facing woo. I photographed some UFOs a couple of days ago, last week. I went outside and I saw 2 UFOs in the first hour, nothing for an hour. And then the next hour, I photographed like 13 UFOs, maybe 2 or 3, maybe satellites. I have to check the satellite software map to make sure if they're satellite or not. But at least 9 or 10, they were too close, too low, flashing lights, you know, like no satellite. When I went outside, I turned around and a white light UFO flew like this down across my house, on top of my house, choom, really fast. No tail, wasn't a meteor, and it was below treetop height, and I was like, oh, wow. It was so close, it was no further than 2 houses backwards, just above my house. Choom. I was like, whoa, that's an interesting one. I always get excited when I see UFOs. I always get really excited. They make me happy. I don't know why. It's just something mysterious you see, you know? And then not long after that, directly above me, there was another white light very high up, very, very high up, and it shot across the sky. Half a second, 1 second most, shot across the sky. But this was strange. I never seen this one before. No tail again. No tail. So I was like, that's got no tail. That's not a meteor. It had these five lines. Like, it shot across the sky and then had 5 lines that were like wavy. I'd never seen this before, the 5 wavy lines. I was talking to a friend and they were saying, oh, that's the distortion, like the distortion of the light of the anti-gravity device, anti-gravity engine inside the UFO. I thought this was very interesting. I'd never seen this one before. What was strange about it was, right, an aeroplane came after it, a light wing propeller aeroplane, small one. I could hear the engine noise, and it followed where the UFO went. And I was looking, but I couldn't see the lights. It was dark. I was like, where's the flashing lights? The aeroplane passed over me, and then nearly gone away, you know, gone out at an angle like this, all the way over here. So it's gone 2/3 of the sky past me. Then it turned the FAA flashing warning lights on. I was like, how come you flew all that distance and you got to here before you turned the flashing warning lights on, and you're following the path of that UFO I just saw? I don't know if the aeroplane had anything to do with the UFO. It could be the federal police. The federal police, they got the light aeroplane, and they don't, you know, have to turn the lights on. I looked in the flight radar app in the software, and there was no transponder. They did not have their transponder on to identify the aeroplane. The federal police can do this. They can turn off the transponder, turn off the lights, and fly to follow the criminals, you know? So yeah, I don't know what the aeroplane had to do with the UFO. Like, I remember when I was younger, when I was out near the Air Force Base RAAF Richmond, up the west of Sydney. Every morning I'd come out about 3 o'clock in the morning. There was this big ball of light in the sky, like a UFO. And when I'd see this, I could hear an aeroplane take off from the Air Force base, a light wing propeller aeroplane, and fly towards the UFO. And while this is happening, the fighter jets were on the runway of the Air Force base, turning on the engines, ready for takeoff. And the Air Force light aeroplane would fly towards the UFO, and then the UFO would go away, and then the aeroplane would fly back to the Air Force base and land, and then the fighter jets would turn off their turbine jet engines, turn it off, you know. So like the Air Force was flying an aeroplane, trying to fly a less noisy aeroplane, a light wing propeller aeroplane, to the UFO, and then have the fighter jets ready to go, start it up, ready to go, jet engines running. This is 3 o'clock in the morning, but then the UFO would go away, so the fighter jets never came out, and the aeroplane would go back to base. This happened 2-3 times. That's when I noticed the military, the Australian Air Force, following UFOs with light propeller aeroplanes and having the fighter jets on the runway with the engines going, ready to take off in an instant to chase the UFO. But the fighter jets never took off. The UFO always disappeared, and the aeroplane would always fly back to the base. This happened 2-3 times. It was very interesting. But yeah, I saw lots of UFOs, and I photographed them. I was out yesterday morning. I didn't take the camera with me. I just took the laser pen, and I was watching the UFOs. I saw 3 or 4 UFOs, and I saw a flashing one flashing funny behind the tree, and then disappeared, vanished. Another one I saw flying, a big ball of light. I put the laser pen, and I flashed the laser pen at the UFO, and the UFO light turn off. You can't see no more. As soon as I press the laser pen, the UFO light turn off. It doesn't like the laser pen. All right, so let's have a look at these booming Feishing Wu. Have a look at my videos. Look at them together. Where did it go? Let's check the satellite radar software app. Here's the video. 12th of the 10th, 4:36, 47. 12th of the 10th, 4:46, 47. My location there. And we watch the video. You can see here the UFO flying this way. My camera is heading south. So there's south, that's the horizon there. Well, the neighbor's roof is here, but that's the trees, that's the horizon basically. So click play, zoom in. It goes down that way. The neighbor's roof is like here. There's the horizon. There's nothing. There's no satellite coming down here. See? We can go backwards. Backwards. Nothing coming down here. This is south. Go forwards. 1 minute forward. What's this one? That's 1,600 kilometers away. That's too far away. It would be a tiny dot. And that's like southeast. It's like southeast, see? East here, southeast. We're looking here. We're looking right here, south. Directly south. It's too far to the left. And it's the wrong time. It comes in 2 minutes later. 4:37. 4:37:46. Here. It comes in here. No satellites. It's not a satellite. See? No satellites. Nothing. It's not a satellite. Booming, fishing, woo. 谢谢收看。